Hello and welcome to some Arms Trade Tycoon. We have looked at this in the past. I got a couple of interviews with the developers on the channel, and the closed alpha has begun, and they asked me if I could look at it and give some general feedback, which I've done, and I decided that it would be also well how did I say this? Make a video about it, show a little bit off what the development is, because this is... The core concept's still the same, but it's a lot of things have changed since the demo they released like a while back now. I've already done some of the basic setups. I've designed my first tank, I did a little bit of engineering, did my first research, set up a little administration in my first test drive, and I'm building tanks. The reason I'm starting recording now is to get the first contract, and this is kind of where I tend to kill my runs, because I under-deliver what I need to deliver. So there's two things that I need to keep in mind right now, because I keep fucking up. Either I do not deliver enough tanks, or I don't deliver them on time. You get a huge ass penalty and you go bankrupt. Not fun. Let's try to do this right. So I've made a save right here. So this is the moment we're going to do this. So I have 34 days for production of 20 tanks, and we need to still deliver them as well. So let's take about 2 weeks of average delivery time to the front line. I think that might be I can't check that in advance, because one of the things I said in feedback, hey, it would be better if I would know a little bit more about what I can produce and send to the army in a reasonable amount of time without, you know, fucking up when you do the contract. So let's go to the contract center, get me infantry tank here. We'll select our ugly little Mark 1. This is the tank you literally start with. You do need to design it, but this is like the parts you start off with. This is the first tank everybody will design right now. So if I haven't changed anything, so there you go. So I am building 20 tanks. So I can actually tell them, like, I can send you 18 and I get a couple of them for backup. Right, that is one. The deadline is set for 9/11. Unfortunate. Now, hoping this is November 2014 and not no, not November, September. So that will be in 2 months. I don't think I can do 2 months, so let's just bump this up a little bit further. So this would lose me success score. Well, that's fine, but I think I'm gonna need a little bit more time just to make sure, right? And I'm gonna ask them a little bit more for the tank a piece, because they are actually, I have no idea what they're costing me a unit. Approximate cost is 15k. Oh, that 43 isn't actually not that bad. So there is an approximate cost here. That's pretty good. And there's a material. This is at a man-hour cost. So I can't translate man-hour cost into a significant. This is how long it takes me to produce it. So I gave them some feedback on this. I need to get a better guesstimation here, because this is a little bit weird. Now, this would get me about 807 tons in profit, and that would be a severe penalty. This is what tends to screw me over. Now the deadline is 8/22 to apply. Right. Okay, so I think this is fine. We're going to stick with the same price. I am going to deliver more tanks, but I want a little bit more time, about 10 days extra. So we'll send this in and see if they accept it. All right. Oh, and yeah. One of the things I would like to see is space for pausing and unpausing. I don't know if there actually is a key for it. I haven't found it. Hotkeys in this type of stuff, because I want to be able to pause and unpause, so it's a little bit confusing. Okay, we got the contract. So we need to deliver for 12 of companies A regiment. So what is the exact contract right now? We need, okay, so we do need to deliver 18. So we offered 18, they want 12, but we got them. Right, so we have a little bit more time now to do this. In the meantime, while this is going, I think I have nothing I can engineer right now, so I'm gonna wait for this to finish. No, I don't think it actually gives me any. Oh well, just to design a new tank, because I actually had some stuff designed in the background. So this is the end line before you get into production. So we're gonna create a new design. This is gonna be a Mark II. When I'm gonna go light, right? So we got the Mark 1 light. Take the new engine that I researched. Same tracks. Haven't been able to change this yet. We'll use the new male sponson turrets. These have new rivets. That's like the literal difference between these two is the damn rivets. But apparently these are also cheaper to produce, as well as probably lighter with that thing. But it's just a rivet change. I don't know really what. Yeah, I don't know, man. Got me 2 pounder guns. and the new Lewis Mark II machine gun, which is now belt fed. Right, select a crew. This is always a bit of fun. You get a commander. I don't think this is always 4 out of 5, but can't get this to 5 for some reason, because I don't have any extra commander slots. So we got a driver, fills up the driver. We need 2 gunners. I need 2 loaders, and I need a mechanic gunner here, so we can fill that up, and then I need 2 more mechanics. That's already saying like, hey, we're expecting defects in these things. Our crew awareness is very low. Crew safety is atrocious. Blocked evacuation per crew limit. Yeah, but this is the only way. This is, if I do less people, it'll start complaining like, yeah, you need to at least fill out 50% or something like this. So if I do like this is red. I'll say assign. Let's please select the paint. Fine. Let's get the expendables in. There we go. Get that one in, and I get the petrol in. I don't think I did that on the other one. Anyway, paint. We'll make this khaki brown or something. It doesn't really matter. There's a little bit close up. 60 engineers. I have about 80 or 100 available. I've got 80 available. Yeah. So already that says like we're already expecting trouble, right? If I split assign now, it actually will design. Interesting. So I'm not overloading it with crew anymore. So that's one of the things that could solve. Oh, I'm also learning. But yeah, it's just gonna take 12 days to design. Now this tank is not being sold yet. It's not being tested yet. We're not currently just putting it will become a paper tank. That's the fit we're at. I don't think of anything in the design bureau that we can do. Same thing. And you're going to notice, oh, by the way, just I'm going to mention that right now, you're going to notice a whole lot of loading screens. I have already put this in feedback towards the developers. Yeah, this is... It's what bothers me as well. Too many loading screens. Like this is literally the difference that I made with the things. I just put in better rivets, which apparently are cheaper to produce, but apparently lowers crew safety, but it improves structure. I don't know. Anyway, no, I don't want this. I want to move on to the component. Anyway, there isn't really a whole lot that we can do. Anyway, you do the same thing here. You kind of select your components you want in there, and it starts designing it, but we don't have anything right here. And research is, we'll come to that once research finish, and then also I think this one is actually a component that I'm researching, so like an additive. I think it's a fuel additive, if I remember correctly. 31 days we're building. I think that's for now fine. We've got 2 tanks stored. We need to deliver 18, so we're going to wait for the 18 to deliver. Now, this is the 31 that will be built for 20. So I already have the materials there being shipped in right here. For about 10 of them, it's a rather expensive ordeal. Hire additional workers in the administration office. That's actually not a thing that we need right now, because I think I've already got this maxed out. So we'll look at it. I only have 1 production line right now. Later on, I think you can get multiple. Oh, wait, I can get 60 more workers. So I actually want to hire more. So let's go to administration, another loading screen. I know. And I've got a fast PC. So this is a little bit of a pet peeve. And I try not to put too much focus on it. So we'll hire 60 more workers. We'll go to the production line. And we'll add in the... just... put in 300, enter, there we go. 20 days left for this. This is the tank, the original tank we designed, and there we go. All right, cool. Right, yeah, I'm having fun with the game. I think it's a lot of concept. I think they flushed out some of their systems. It feels a little bit better, a little bit less randomized, but there's still, you're looking at millions of stats. I think it's going to be a while before, like, if you play this to fully understand. So there's a lot of depth, I think, potentially here. All right, so I got the petrol octane researched. So I've been focusing on engines because I want my tanks to go brut, not go brut, but go far. So I haven't really designed any new running gears. Now we could go right now and say like, I want to get these better running gears. Now I don't think I have a vehicle I can fit this on though. So, but I can probably fit these ones. So what I am gonna try to do is, but I think what we're gonna do actually, sorry, I keep saying I think, get the new inline engine, get the new petrol, then get this one, and then this one. I think that's gonna be, so we're gonna skip a little bit on this. We're gonna focus on mobility. And I think I hope I have these required machinery things. Engineers will be committed to the project. Yes, all right, cool. Let's go back to the overworld map. So yeah, that's one of the. So it's basically sort of like you got your little research thing, and yeah, you are researching mostly like historical tanks, but you are like modifying a separate component, so you can give your own flair to it pretty damn well. Right, we've got 6 tanks in store, so we're gonna wait for that to finish. Engineering Bureau obviously preparing a new tank blueprint. Yeah, but we actually didn't research a component, so that's gonna be a little bit. No, we can't do anything with it. No, I can only design like, okay, we've got the Mark 1 lights, so what I can now do, let's go to the proving ground. We're still actually testing it, so... But I think I can do a test drive, and I really do like this. Doing a test drive will actually improve the tank's overall performance. Now this is the one we just designed. This one should be lighter and having a better engine. And you just drive around. It's not the most spectacular thing. I think graphically speaking, this doesn't have... I don't think it has a light map yet. Because I think there's also no real shadow. There might be a light map in here. It's difficult to say, considering there's no active lighting right now. Doesn't look like, at least. And this is, I want to remind everybody, this is closed alpha. This is very, very early gameplay footage. So take everything you see as a, yeah, this is going to improve. This is going to change. This is not the final product, right? This is closed early alpha. So yeah, but you know, game plays. So far it has been stable. I haven't had a single crash, which is always a really good sign. That means that the people programming this stuff are, you know, actually not writing any weird code. Oh shit, got myself stuck on that one. Any weird stuff. So far everything works as I think it should work, which is also, in my opinion, always a kind of a good sign. Like, not just clicking on a button and you're getting stuck in like a weird ass menu. Yeah, so far I am actually enjoying. I think that's my biggest yeah, like I said before, my biggest pet peeve right now has to be like, this is not the most elegant system here. But this is like, you know, it's about arms trade, right? It's not driving tanks tycoon. But it's a bit weird. I think it's a hit scan system that is kind of gets stuck on geometry at some point. It's fine, right? It functions for now. This will be refined. Like I said, early closed alpha, right? This is early, very, very early, and I think it's good that they are showing stuff and that they are showing their improvements and that we get the opportunity to have a lot more freedom in designing our tanks. And I do think the difference with something like... Was it another tank design game? I can't think of the name of it, but I said like you could design your tanks like and determine hull shape and stuff like that. This is like an extra element, right? This is about the tycoon element of tanks, right? The arms trade in tanks. And I am, so far, I'm really on board. I think I like what I see, and I am one of those people that likes tanks. Actually, I think they're amazing machines. Amazingly complex and interesting machines. Okay, I need to just kind of angle myself a little bit forward. This is what I mean with this system isn't really the greatest, and I think I've been stuck in this specific position before. Come on. Yeah, somehow it doesn't want to tilt down. I don't know if it can or can't, but it's like it gets stuck here. There you go. There's the stuff on the other end. Like, the shooting here is rough, but like I said, it's not part of the game. It's alpha. Everything is a little bit rough. There we go. Alright, let's get... And we need about 300 points to just finish the trial and everything we do, like getting to every point. Gives us a couple of points, like every one of these highlights. Oh, we're getting stuck here on something. That's the first time. There we go. But yeah, and I think I like these types of games. Like, I'm always a big fan of like the simulator type of games. So stuff like Car Mechanic Simulator is also like really up my alley. Recently dipping my toes again into OpenTTD, because that type of simulation I always find fun. I've been looking at City Skylines too, but I'm hesitant. I liked 1 when it released, because it really still felt like more like a game. But the footage I've been seeing from 2, it feels too much like a create your own city without much repercussion type of deal. It's not really like the game element for me feels lost there. You know, but let's stick with this game. Anyway, we did the test drive, so we find some of the defects. Like this thing has at least got less defects, but the reputation is lower, I guess, because the performance isn't as high or something along those lines. Probably because the crew safety is slightly lower. So if I go to the engineering bureau, I don't think I have anything really interesting. Now, we might be getting a lot of interesting stuff soon, because I think soon there will be a battle where we kind of capture a couple of enemy tanks, which surprisingly enough is going to be French tanks. Or every time that I played, I have so far gotten a French tank. I got 13 tanks in storage. Tank trials complete for the Mark 1, right? So we should be any reports. No. And this is the kind of an interesting thing though. Like it does say like, hey, you've completed your trials, but I can't see really what's what. It's like under the test drive or something. Yeah, so hold on. Proving grounds. Like what does this do then? Test this guy. Let's see, 13 tanks. We're gonna try to send all 20 at one. Military technology. Yeah, so these will pose extra threats. Basically, it's telling you like that. Yeah, up armor your tanks, dipshit. So we delivered these, and the tank trials are complete. Like it just says the trials are complete. I think it improves performance or something along those lines. I can't exactly remember. Anyway, we got 20 tanks. We go to the warehouse. We're gonna. This is actually the wrong one, but this one we can actually toggle between the two without actually shipping over. So we got the Mark 1. We have total Guarba contract, so we're gonna send over 20 of them. And they should be delivered in time. Delivery speed. This is slightly more expensive, but it will be delivered slightly faster. Now we should have more than enough time, I think. So maybe I did not need to extend it because maybe I started a little bit more active. And that's just something that I still have from like feedback from like the first one, first demo, is that it feels like you kind of need to know stuff in advance. And you can call it like a risk, like a reward type of deal. Do you build stuff in advance or not? You can't really build to order. You kind of plan, so far at least it looks to me like, okay, I'm gonna need to have 60 tanks just because I know I will need to sell them at some point or something along those lines. I go to production hall. I think I'm already going to tell like, yeah, I'm going to produce 20 tanks just because I think I might be able to need them. If I have the materials for it. So far, so good. So we assigned them 23 days left. In the meantime, I'm going to pull in some more materials because we are about to complete the other contract with this, you know, with a nice profit margin, and we want to send the better tanks over already. So let's get a supply line in. I need to use the top bar to skimp on the loading screen. So here, let's see how many we can get from here. We can get enough for 10 of them. Well, 25 days. That's going to take a while though. 8 days, but it's a lot more expensive. I think it's worth it though. Should be able to, yeah, you know what? Europe is the fastest sender, but it's also the most expensive in material. I probably should go for like North America or something. Yeah, you know. And there's like buildings you can also like, I'll just quickly show you some stuff. I've got some like upgrades in here. I have like loading safety stations, loading speed. So we're faster in loading, and I think it's less chance that something breaks. And the supply depot does bonus for robbers was sold by the player. Oh, that's actually not something I want. And I don't think I can actually. I can't demolish that one. Stockpile depot. Just have more truck freight, liability, and naval. Oh, that's for using trucks or naval. Yeah, no, unloading speed station. Sections unloading. I think tank depot can store more tanks. Scrap depot. Disassembled tank components are properly stored before being sold as scrap parts. Oh, so you can sell all tanks as scrap. That's pretty cool. I think, however, I'm going to do the truck freight one. Because I think we're going to sell more by truck. I don't know actually for sure. Company's doing well. Now I already have managers, and these are basically these guys, and they give a bonus to wherever they're assigned, like to 5 to 10% bonuses to like production speed. There we go. So there's a delay, tank delivery delay. So there's a little bit of risk that happened. But it should still be in time. Because the contract says, yeah, 9:21. So I think they should arrive in time, hopefully. Yeah, so this is the reverse engineering I was talking about. I think our tanks will be sent in 6 days, so that should be more than enough. So we go to the reverse engineering lines, and we can actually learn components here, which is pretty cool. So it's like, okay, I can have, for example, we have a tank here, and I can say like, I want to research the gun that they're having or the running gear. And I was specifically on this one, I kind of want to take a look at, because they've got some interesting stuff here. Like these rivets are slightly better, I think, than the ones we have. Like I am focusing on engines, so I don't really need to research their engine because I've probably got a pretty good engine. But I also guess like, hey, maybe running gear will be useful. So let's actually just research running gear. It takes about 5 days. Because we're not designing any new products ourselves right now. I don't need more engineers. So kind of get lucky on that one. So it's going to take 5 days for that to research. So yeah, keep that going. Fortunately for us, we just need to make sure to study it. Yes, we already did that. Our new resources have arrived. I think that's fine for now. I have a decent amount of resources in stock. So, right, and we reverse engineered the Krosha. And yeah, we spent about 100k to get things up and running. But in about 1 day, we should start sending out our tanks. So we should be paid. So hopefully we will. Right, so we researched this one that also like opened up these components for us, basic stuff, right? Let's get this gun researched, because and these are the components we'll be getting from them. That's kind of how this works. Go to the engineering bureau. This one actually does have a loading screen. It's kind of interesting how that works. So we can kind of go running gear. And I could select this one, and I could actually choose my own components here. So this one is lighter and actually does have significantly better performance, except for it's less repairable. So it has the same fuel efficiency. It is more agile and it's lighter. And it does take about up the same amount of volume. I don't have any other for spring rollers yet. And for the sprockets, it's the same deal. These are lighter, but they have less road speed, these ones. That's interesting. But so these would actually make it slightly less agile, but will have a better road speed and better cross-country speed, and will be more expensive to manufacture, because this is like the material cost. This is like for total materials. It takes 32 iron, 14 medium carbon steel, and 17 rubber. This is about a man-hour cost. So these will be slightly better, more expensive, but will also be more heavy. So I think I'm gonna actually do this one. So let's assign that. So we'll be running that, and I don't know if I can actually fit these on a Mark 1 hull. I have no idea, because the Mark 1 hull is kind of designed to have like the runaround tracks on it. So we'll wait for these for 5 days and we'll see what we can do. So we have like a proper Mark II tank. Time's out for the country. Company A Regiment now equipped with as many of your tanks as you managed to deliver. Hopefully you delivered all tanks as promised. I did. 18 of 18 tanks, and look at that. We just got our payment, 774k. We spent 100k to get here. I'm on easy, by the way, because I kept failing everything. But yeah, this is good stuff. So now our tanks will be used on the front line, as one of the Company A has the Mark 1 deployed. William Foster Company. Oh, this is the company name, I guess, because that's not my tanks. Company B, Company C, and Company D do not really exist yet, and here you can see what the enemy has. You don't really have any real influence on it, other than you can start looking at like, okay, hey, these guys have these rounds, so they have a shock penetration of 4 and a kinetic penetration of 3. So if you can design something that actually overcomes that, like for example, shock defense of 4 and a kinetic, or shock defense of 5 and a kinetic penetration defense of 4, that is enough to right now stop these specific guys that have these weapons. Same thing goes for like here. This has like a kinetic 7, and that barrier has trucks. Okay, it's not really, it means they're mobile, I guess. So you can kind of start looking like, okay, what do we need to stop them? These guys have another 4, 3, and another 4. So if I would design a tank with a kinetic protection of 8, right? These only have 2, holy shit. Oh yeah, or 9, I guess, in this case, because these have the different, oh yeah, they have different guns. Anyway, 9, I would be able to be fully impenetrable. However, what will be the cost of, developing a tank that is that defensive? I have no idea. We're gonna see. Let's see. We're building the thing there. We've got a couple of tanks in store. I'm probably gonna scrap the Mark 1s that we have. The Mark 1 Mark 1s. Yeah, naming scheme, man. I'm not that original. But so far so good. We have the new engineering thing complete. So I could now check and see if I can design a, you know, a superior vehicle with those new rollings. So I could create a design and say, like, I want to get the smaller box design with our current engine. And it doesn't fit the centipede tracks. So we are forced to use these specific tracks on this one. Kind of was afraid that would be the case. No, I do not want to save the new design. So what we would need to do for the running gear that we just designed is we would need a different hull to fit it on. Now it could be that we actually have, for example, there is another hull that we can research. It might be the one that we can use for that. So if you go to structure, they might be able to fit on this. I actually do not know that specifically. But we're going to focus right now on getting the bigger engine. So get the new petrol. Then we get the V-shaped engine, and we get the new running gear. And these seem to be fairly well designed for specifically for a open structure. Now it might be that the new tracks cannot fit on anything other than like this one or this one. I actually don't know. So this is we're now both entering territory where I am unfamiliar with everything. So take everything with a grain of salt. But I am, like I said, I'm enjoying the game, and I think I should show off a little bit. But I'm deciding for once to show you like unstructured gameplay. We got a fire. That sucks. Repair. That's just gonna cost me, and it does actually delay production, it seems like. That's annoying. Yeah. What if any new contracts do we know? We're gonna be a little bit easy on this. Where inline engine got researched. Alright, so I get the new engine in. Or the new fuel. And I'll design the new engine on red. Actually, I think I'm gonna just leave this one for now. Because I'm just going to go for this one afterwards directly anyway. So we'll start working on this guy. Yes. And I think I have milling and I have casting in my factory. So I think I can build these. Now, I don't actually know if this is just a small bonus to what you need. So if you have them, you can do it. Or if you don't have them, you cannot do it. Because like I said, I have a casting, milling, and a rifling hallway here. So I don't know what happens if I design a component that doesn't fit in the factory. Battle of Mons has started. All right, cool. So this is, I think, the first battle where my guys might be involved. It doesn't look like it. So, we'll see what happens. Now, I've seen these battles, by the way, go both ways. So, okay, we got that reverse engineering done. So that could be an upgrade for our guns. But I think for now, I'm just going to try to sell our Mark 1 Light before we're going to do really anything new. So, does this one fit, however, in a sponson? I don't think it will. But some of the stuff that they see better optics, and we got a better gun breach version. So, and I really like this. Right, this is just this new stuff. So I can assign, and this will be a Mark II Hotchkiss 6-pounders with some French added stuff to it. It's gonna be a French gun because the tank I think we're having is a French tank technically. And that might be also why we immediately were allowed to research engineer, because we're technically, of course, allied with the French. But yeah, I like that system. And we may get a German... got a new contract B, 20 tanks of supply type. And accompany other tanks in the regiment in the ongoing campaign. Our lights technically should then be kind of exactly what they're looking for. So, let's see if the Mark 1 light cans in. It has less faults. Apparently has a very bad reputation. I don't know why. There's less faults. It is actually more expensive to produce. So I have already got 20, so I can build probably, or we can send them very short amount of time and ask actually quite a little bit more money for it. So let's say put this up at 500. And I should have 20 of them. I may not, but I can build 2 more. That's easy stuff, right? So let's say I'll send you 20 and you're gonna pay 4,800 per tank. I think that's a fair deal, but you will have them in. That's a little bit too short. Actually, the deadline is. That's impossible. All right, that's like a little bug I guess I found, that the deadline date is after my submission date, so that would make it rather impossible to send these. Okay, so if I would say... well, that's a deadline. So if I send it now, they could accept it in a couple days. Okay, I want to make a quick save here, because I don't know if this is actually possible. Save as, YouTube, save, thank you very much. Right, alright, so let's see if we can actually do this the way I had envisioned. So, we'll deliver the 18, so that's slightly less than they're asking for. Okay, we'll deliver the 20. We'll pay you'll pay 4,800. Oh, I got a typo in there. 4,800 per tank. But we'll deliver them ASAP. Can I just build 2 tanks in that time and send them over? I don't know. I really don't think I can, but like let's say like 7 days of shipping, plus how many days of production. So I need to do some math here. So, okay, let me just check something. So I am currently assembly lines, there's a fire. Oh, so I can't even build any more tanks. So I would need to send them the 18. Yeah, let's just do that. Let's just do that. Okay, so go here, because 18, slightly less. That will say it will be 45 instead of 48, but we can send them immediately. Send in the lights, and yeah, that should be going to be for infantry tank, marked in light. For few competitors offers to get an Odysseus. Okay, well, let's see what happens. Contract got accepted. Okay, so the exception is rather fast. So now we can deliver. We need safe and fast delivery. So we're gonna go for safety high, delivery speed. This is cheaper because we don't need that much, and this is the fastest one as well. Signed contracts area available. Choose a tank. There we go, and it should be 14 days. Is that even possible then? 11 days. Oh, the speed lower is faster. Okay, okay. 6 medium, more expensive. 4 medium. It will be sent in 4 days. Well, it doesn't actually say what type this is. That's interesting because they do make a difference between them, but it doesn't say what. Oh, it's a truck delivery. But does it say? No, it just says the reliability. Well, medium, 4 days. Sign the order. Let's go. Hopefully that's gonna send out some tanks and get that stuff, you know, out the door and onto the front line. Intelligence report. German tanks in the front line have been spotted on their way. Okay, cool. So the Germans are sending tanks as well. And we delivered by 7-day delay. Well, is that still in time? We got the Hartschicks 2-pounder. And fire damage has been repaired. So we're gonna actually build those last 2 tanks right now. Let's reverse engineer more pieces of the French tank. Don't really care for the engine though. I might want to get the Hotchkiss, the machine guns. Yeah, let's go with the hull, because then we can maybe design like a new tank that's better. I don't know. I think we're probably gonna make a carbon copy with some minor adjustments, but might be worth a. So that's the last production that's been sent. This would be 10-4. We should barely make that. Yeah, hopefully we will. If we hadn't had the delay. And okay, so one thing happened here. The date procced early and our tanks did not get delivered. So I'm actually gonna exit and see if I can load the old save. Load. It's kind of interesting to see what happened there, because it's. I thought we would be fine, but apparently, if we didn't have the delay, we would have been fine. So, well, this is why you make a save, right? All right, send the Mark II light, 18 units. Let's put a little bit of extra deadline in there. So let's say like, hey, we're gonna go for 8. It's a lot of score. I'm actually gonna bump this up to about 50 apiece, because you know you get a lot of them, 18 of them fast. So let's go. Let's try this one again. I think it's a good smart thing to do is save. Okay, we got accepted. Go to the warehouse. Go to the delivery line and immediately send them over. Right, you, all 18. Can I just type in here? Yep, 1-8. And sign the order. There you go. Sayonara. Get the hell out of here. Get your tanks. They're just a slightly lighter version, but slightly better. So, you know. Times report. Yes, the German tanks. So if I'm... Okay, so fire damage has been completed. Hotchkiss Pounder has been completed. And we didn't have a delay this time. So this time we were in time. So, yeah, this is gonna be tricky, right? It's gonna be saying like, oh yeah, I might have... I think I'm gonna design both, by the way. I might get a delayed thing. I will not know. Which is kind of like a risky thing to do. It's interesting, that's for sure. I've got this thing designed. Looks a little bit weird on here, but sure, right? This is the functional version. And I do like that it does clearly has like a different gear wheel in here, because we did put the gear, like a different gearing in, which is really cool. I like that. I like that a lot. But we don't have anything really to put out like a proper tank, because it's not really like a mark upgrade. We could maybe do some refinement here and there, but I don't think it's going to be necessary. I prefer to just go for a fully new tank if I can. Right, so we did just finish the gun. This is that one. Oh wait, does that? Hold on, really? I thought I already. I might have just. Oh yeah, never mind. So I did not design the new gun yet. Oh, already got automatically... Wait, I did? Huh. Recoil guard. And I could actually just... So this one actually has less rate of fire, but more gun elevation, more gun depression. Same gun depression. And has one more primary weapon point. It's also a significantly more heavy gun. I don't think I'm going to design... you know what? Have the lads do some work, right? We have money, so we can kind of splurge a bit. And I might design like more of a tank killer tank and you know, more of a support type of tank. Contract number 2. Yeah, it's got completed. Right, it's kind of scared me. A lot of money in here. So yeah, we successfully completed the contract. Now let me take a look at tank storage. I just want to see if I can actually just scrap the 2 existing ones. Yeah, and I just get some of the materials back. Alright, cool. That's what I wanted to see. So this is basically the core gameplay loop that the game currently has to offer. I think we're still limited to this specific era of World War I. So that is, if you don't like that, it is what it is. But like I said, it's early. So okay, cool. Battle one's gonna Germany seems the battlefield the first count. No matter the odds, they're gonna show them superior. Okay, but I don't think tanks were really involved in this one. So this is a Mark 1. This is a Mark 4. I don't know what companies are actually equipped with my tanks. I think I did both of these, but yeah, that's weird. And we don't think we have the videos anymore, but I might add them back in. I don't know for sure where the tanks will meet each other in the battlefield. Okay, that's reverse engineering complete. Basically, I want to, for my purpose for this run, so to say, is I want to make a very fast tank. Like go Leopard 1 style immediately. Little armor, super fast, and amazing gun. That's my goal. It's because that's my style, basically, as a person. I prefer tanks that are that are fast, and are purposefully designed. Okay, this is interesting. So crew protection here is the same, but this is significantly lighter. Okay, cool. So same thing here. Crew protection is the same. Actually has more rear thickness. And it's lighter. So this would be actually a good alternative as well for like everything. So these are, let's see, they have slightly less volume. They have a little bit less crew safety. But they get percentile structure. Interesting. Repairability of the tank goes up. Huh. Huh, interesting that one of them is percentages and one of them isn't. Vision port, same thing here. It's slightly better for the crew. I can't really do anything else. So let's design this thing. Get the little roof shield on it. Might help against, you know, artillery shells, that kind of stuff. Yeah, so let's design like the tank killer tank, I guess. If you want to know more about the game, I should have a link to the Discord, Steam page, developer page, every kind of stuff should be in the description below, or in the first pinned comment. I can't remember what I'm gonna do. Sensual. Okay, I don't know what I've. Oh, that's what we already designed the damn hull. That's fast. Holy shit. Yeah, let's just do the engine just for completionist's sake. Alright, so got a hull. I don't think I can do a new turret in this one. We do already have the newer gun for both of these. So I wonder if I make a modification to the loot, it's even possible. So there's this new barrel insert. Barrel Mark II. This is a better barrel. I can get to a... Alright, but this is better. So we'll stick with the belt fed version instead of the magazine. And not the side one. And we have a better stock. Yes, but it's slightly heavier. So let's assign this one and produce that as the Lewis Mark III, which will be interesting. It has a weird picture right there, but fine. Alright, so let's get the new gun. After that, I don't think I'll get a new engine yet. Is that my Ricardo 6-cylinder? Is that my own new engine? Let me check. This is mostly like the let me check thing. This is where the loading screens kind of bug me. Because you don't want to just, you know, spend a minute looking at a loading screen. So I don't even know how long this will take, but this will probably take a little bit of time. So I think I'm just going to go with that inline engine for now. And then we make our big tank killer tank. And then after that, we'll move on to... like a lighter support tank. So we've got the Lewis Mark III in here. And now we need to we have the guns. We need to get the new engine in, that's right. Right, so brakes 111, silence of 4, but this is lighter, significantly lighter. And these are actually from the French tank though, because these are the MLEs and not Marks. Let's see, 425, okay, so this is better obstacle slope angle, operational range, but a less crew comfort. But I think I'm gonna keep this one in. This is fine. This is significantly heavier though. Holy shit! Like I said, it's gonna be a big boy. 222, and this one is lighter, so we're gonna save on the weight here to get the carburetor in here. Basically, that's the same. It's cheaper to produce. It's just cheaper and the same skill. So that's interesting to see. Let's see. Got a 222 here, 111. So this seems to be the best one. This guy's going to be our like Rolls Royce of tank. Let's see. 6656. Yeah, same thing here. Transmission Mark III. So the only thing we're actually using from the French tank seems to be the brakes and the carburetors. Well, that works for me. So I am out of dudes though. Oh, no, I'm not out of dudes. Okay, cool. So they just actually did assign them. Cool. Right, because I've not got enough dudes now to design a new tank right now. It's just only for components in the backwards engineering bit. But that will be done in like 4 days anyway, so... Alright, cool. We got the new cylinder. I think that's literally all we can get from the reverse engineering line. Let's just check so that there's like nothing left for us to do. It seems we completed everything. There we go. Good stuff. We have everything. I'm really looking forward to seeing also like the next ages and that kind of stuff and going into the Cold War era. I think that's going to be a lot of interesting stuff will be. Alright. So okay, that's our new engine. I think that's all we need to get the new tank designed. So let's design a new tank. So yeah, Saint-Chamond series. So we got this one in. We get the Ricciardo 6-cylinder. That's the biggest engine that we're having. That's the new one we just designed. Get the tracks on. We get the new gun we designed. We have the Lewis Mark IIIs in here. There we go. This tank also, in my eyes, makes a little bit more sense. For a simple fact that gun up front, machine guns at the side. Like machine guns to clear trenches, gun to just kick ass and chew bubblegum. Right, so I need a commander. Seems to fill up commander. I need a driver, but we can actually only need 2 points. It adds 4. So I can get a driver. Gunner, I think, would make sense in this case. Not really. Get another gunner. Get another gunner. All right, now I can get a gunner loader and a loader mechanic. And I think I'm still... Yeah, can I assign this... hold on, gunner loader? This is a loader gunner? Oh, sorry, this is a mechanic gunner. Mechanic loader, there we go. So what if I assign this? Before visiting, ensure that at least half the crew requirements are met in order to make the tank barely operational. Now this is a kind of interesting, because I think this is more than half, but it doesn't accept it because of the fact that I need more mechanics in. To get this to yellow at least. So I think you need to meet half of the requirements specifically. So if I would go and strip you out... Yeah, loader, I fill on both, so this needs to be a loader mechanic. But we have like a pretty damn like, okay, we're gonna see trouble with this tank already. However, I want to take a look at the defense, 25. I think, is this the shock resistance type of deal? Where is that? Is that like, can I see? Like it has 4 kinetic penetration, but what is the specific kinetic resistance? Can I see that? Oh, that's for my Lewis gun. That's another Lewis gun, that's another Lewis gun, that's another Lewis gun. Where's the big boy? Where is the big gun? What is the big gun? Oh, that's the one. Kinetic penetration of 7. Shock penetration of 6. That's pretty good. Oh, weird. It's got 10 kinetic resistance and 5. I think that's actually allows us to resist every type of thing that's currently in the battlefield. So that's pretty cool. So we got HE1. Good standard ammo there. And we got the Petrol 47, which just adds like percentual bonuses to everything. So that's pretty good. Paint. I'm gonna paint this one with some fancy camouflage. There we go. Look at that thing. Looks horrible. But yeah, and I think there's probably at some point maybe you can do like crew stuff where you have more points or something. I don't know exactly how this works. So we can assign this in. Got 60 people working on it. 13 days, and we got a big ass new tank we can get send to the front, and hopefully we'll do good work. And the next tank we're going to do is going to be a faster, lighter version. At least that's the idea that I'm having, right? So now we got the big gun, very large firepower. Actually, we're British. It's a very large firepower gun will be used to fuck up the enemy. Right, get the bigger engine. Start. Yes. 67 days. It's gonna be a while. It's gonna take us 2 months to design an entire engine from scratch. Like, holy shit, that's not a lot of time when you think about it. But in, you know, how far the game runs. So Project the Balance, we made a sizable amount of profit. 1.4 million. Battle of Marne has started. Does this involve tanks? No. So we have no idea how our tanks are doing so far. Well, gives us time to design. So the design is complete, the Saint-Chamond. So let's get building, right? Let's just build 30 of them. I know, it's nuts. Saint-Chamond. We know there's 10 problems with it, but let's see if we can build 30 of these buggers. I don't know how much material I'll have for it. Assign. There we go. 38 days left for 30 of these babies. Okay, cool. That's one thing we need to do. Secondly, we need to set up a test drive, like I said, the Proving Grounds. Still don't know exactly what this does. Understanding design effects and unlocking them for amendment. Yeah, I actually have no idea how that works, but sure, I might find that out at some point. I do want to start buying in some more materials, because, you know, material is very nice. So let's get them from... So the cheapest one I think is from Africa, but it takes the longest time. The reliability is also low. 28 days, 31 days for North America, but the pricing is... So I guess from Africa, and I will see if we can get for 30 tanks. Exceeds the amount available. Oh, we don't have high carbon steel there. Oh, there's very little resources there actually. Okay, let's see how many we can pull in. There we go. We'll put this one on. Let's max this one out. Oh, I can't? Oh, well, that's kind of annoying. I wanted to edit these, but I think because I got tanks selected, it borks it out. All right, let's just max out the North American. Spend very little amount of money when you think about it. On the because we're making bank, and I think it's because I'm on the easier modifier, but this gives me a little bit of the learn, show, you know, not really worry about anything really. So yeah, there we go. All right, contract number 3, 25 tanks. Okay, cool. Dealing with infantry, so these tanks are expected to have good trench crossing capability, equipped with machine guns that yield protection that's adequate to given role. Okay. Now I'm gonna need 35 days to at least produce them, and then about a week or 2 to send them. So I would say I need a month and a half, right? For the contract. Tank roll. So we'll send in these guys, because they'll definitely are. So the protection isn't as high enough as they want, but they are, it's excelling on everything else. All right, I am gonna need a couple more days. I need a month and a half. This is gonna be very close. Hold on, let me just do the smart thing. Save as YouTube, save. Because I think if everything goes all right and don't get a fire, we are capable of delivering 30 of them. Now we'll be setting up these bad boys. Now the production cost is 11k a piece, so selling them for 43 is fine. But we are already over. Like the tank is better, so I'm gonna ask 55. Gotta be greedy. Gotta be a little bit greedy. Success score is 203. I don't know what the others, competitors. Success score is between 20 and 56. I have a lot, so I can just max this one out. 199. And okay, that's where the... So if I put this at like 100... 5,700. Gives me 106. Trade cards. This should work. And I have 2 months-ish. Yeah, exactly 2 months. So this should be tricky, but I think we'll be there. We think we can make it. So 2 months for this one. Contract got accepted. Perfect. Right, now we just need to produce the tanks and to send them. Rival tanks! You can now study the tank that has been delivered in reverse. Haha, we've got an A7V. Interesting, interesting, interesting. Keeps your engineers busy. I'm gonna go for about 20 more minutes. So let's just start with I am actually mostly interested in their gun right now, because I don't think I'm gonna produce this model, because I don't like this model at all, but I do want to get some of their upgrades. So this one gives me access to some materials, so I will research it, but as an engine I don't really care. I do like the idea of the central cabin, because there's a lot of stuff in here that I like sighting. So we'll probably research these 3 first, engine, and we'll end up with these 2, because that's kind of what makes the most sense to me. And if you're interested later on, you can upgrade your factories. That's not implemented yet, but then I think you can also like add more lines to it, so you can like, because for now it says like, hey, you only have 2 lines, that's it. And I think there's upgrades at some point, like you can upgrade the building, and it will allow you to do some more stuff. Right, we could test drive this one. I'm not going to, because it doesn't really seem relevant right now. I might do that later. At some point it's probably not a bad idea to do it, but I don't find... After we've done it a couple times, it's not super interesting anymore, so I'm probably going to do that off screen at some point. And for now, I just kind of want to finish this specific mission. Battle of Marinus ended. Germany won again. Damn. Alright, so in my other campaign that I tried, the Brits were winning, but it seems the Germans have the upper hand right now. So maybe they do have the superior armor technology. Okay, the trials are completed. So this does say, like, hey, you can now improve on its faults. Now, I don't actually know what that means. Can I, like, adjust things? Like, upgrade the design? What does it actually, what does it mean? Can I just, I don't know. Like, improvement. Oh, I can now actually amend it. So I can say, like, hey, like, redesign this entire thing. And we amend the problems. I don't even need to redesign it. I could just fix the defects like this, just cost me money. Damn. Okay. Okay. Okay, that's understanding a system. So this one has 5 problems we could fix, which are all like mobility and crew related. So let's fix that one. I don't know how this excessive engineering hinder precise rapid aiming, amend the defect to reducing the penalty. So it's still there, but it's not as high. Okay, so we found some defects. It kind of predicts the defects then. I'm not gonna change this one because I think I'm gonna just get rid of this one at some point anyway, so I don't really see the benefit of selling them an old tank, so. But we still have like some of these. I don't think I should have done the other one either because we're not producing it anymore. Anyway. Right, 22 days to... Alright, we've got the reverse engineering done. Get the next thing in. And then we're going to use those components, hopefully, on the new tank. But this is kind of interesting, because this allows me to, like, focus on, like, the engine-specific part and actually get the rest of it from, like, reverse engineering other tanks. So that's why I invent the wheel every single time if you have access to, you know, your enemies, or allies in this case. Alright, we got the machine gun done, and we have a positive predict balance, so that's also good. So far we're doing pretty well. We're doing pretty well. I am gonna take a look at a new gun. So, like I said, like look at the don't think I'm going to design this one because I don't really feel the need for it. So let's collapse that. Now we did use this one. We did actually design like a specific version for it. So this one has slightly less elevation, but has a higher rate of fire by using a different breech. That's interesting. And has the same primary weapon stat, apparently. It's also cheaper to produce. Interesting. So for now, it's not really that relevant because I don't know what kind of tank hull we're going to work with, because I think we're going to try to work through one of the bigger and smaller hulls. I need to take a look at it at some point. Look, I got the materials arriving. Good. We're nearly full of materials. I could probably call in another supply line. It's probably not a bad idea. Because we're about to deliver a boatload of tanks. So let's see. Let's get this from the Middle East and see how much they can actually give to us. That's not a whole lot. So that's kind of sucky. Africa. How many can you deliver? Like, oh, very, very little. North America. Yeah, we just gained a lot out of there. We can do quite a lot more again. So let's see. There we go for 19. Sign the order. Let's go. 31 days. And we get some new raw material. And this is kind of where I feel the game will stand and fall. It's a lot of the stuff is predictive, and I don't feel like you always have the tools to predict that which you are supposed to predict, right? I am gonna actually take a save here, because I do remember that there is actually a chance that some of the vehicles do not arrive, and if so, I want to be sure that happens. Yeah, it's safe scumming, but. Trying to showcase something here, trying to actually test something, right? Okay, we got 30, total be required by contract, 30. We did deliver them before. Now we can go for a very slow safe speed, but very high safety. So we need the logistics capacity limit. Okay, so this one should be able to deliver, and it should be in time. We've about, yeah, 15 days, 2 weeks to spare. So let's sign it. There we go. Well, hopefully that will go all right. We'll know in about 2 weeks where, you know, these things have been sent. It's kind of interesting how this works, because you're like, because normally, oh shit, what building? Oh, it's a production hall, where thankfully, thank God it happened after production. So, time is out. Oh, we already delivered it? That's fast. Thought it would take longer. But yeah, we got full payment. Good stuff. A lot of money. A lot of money. Money. But yeah, this is basically the game. You reverse engineer, you kind of design your components. I'm enjoying myself a lot with this game, especially now that I've actually got I'm finishing my contracts because that took me, this is I think my 4th attempt because I kept failing because I was like, oh yeah, no, I'll have enough, and then I just didn't deliver them in time. The first time I forgot I had to deliver them because I was looking at this like, oh, I no longer need to deliver, and I missed this little line there. There's all kinds of stuff where you're like, oh yeah, no, I am genuinely missing like stuff. And they are working on a tutorial system that is a lot improved, but it was kind of a, I don't want to say a last minute amendment to the project, but it is kind of like on the, like for a designer, a tutorial is kind of often on a back burner of its mind, because it's like, I need to get all the systems in place. And because you designed the systems, you understand the system. So it's kind of difficult. And they're like, oh yeah, I next need to figure out how am I going to design a tutorial that people actually understand and that's functional. Siege of Antwerp has started. Okay, between Germany and Britain. Who are fighting there? Okay, the Liverpool Regiment, with still none of my tanks are not involved. Also, I'm kind of interested to see that there is definitely tanks here. None of these are mine. Even though A, B, and C were actually, I think this might be then randomized, because this definitely should have been my stuff. I don't know. Because I won all the contracts. Contract number 4. And we got the V-shaped engine. Ooh, interesting. What are they looking for specifically? An infantry tank. That would be my Mark 1 light. I can produce this in a fairly short amount of time. How many do they want? 30 of them. How long time does it take to design, to get 30 tanks built? Because that's possible. Can I click on this? No, where can, oh, whatever. I got one in stock actually, so I need to produce 29. This is gonna take me how long? Doesn't say. Well, that sucks. Well, 33 days. That would be nice to see if ahead of time. So I need 33 days plus 2 weeks of shipping. So that is a month and a half again. So we know that, for example. So let's go to the contract. Design this one, which is now has actually quite a good reputation. So that's good. Does perform well on everything. So we get 30 of them. 106. This should be enough for time. So what does the competitor offer? 46. Baby, we're gonna be rich. So it's 46? Yeah. I can actually go down up to this will be my 52. Don't need an extension. 30 tanks. Get it in. I may have ruined myself there. Right, let's see how this one goes. I might have screwed myself over. Got accepted. Good. Now we're building the tanks. As long as we don't get a fire, we're fine. Warehouse. Start getting all of the resources. I'm gonna need it. Let's actually get some stuff from Europe. So I just designed 30 of these tanks. Europe, how much can you actually send me? This is the most expensive way to do it. I'm already exceeding the market. All right, anyway. Let's go sign the offer. 8 days. Of course it's Europe, right? We're in England, so that's got to be close. But I'm kind of glad to see that you can actually design tanks from like different things. But they're like the basic hull shape is not entirely freeform, and it's not. But the components sort of are, right? So you know, it's what you make of it. Running gear. Or track assembly system would be, I think, more accurate. I think I'm gonna go a little bit longer because I'm actually genuinely enjoying myself, and I haven't been doing any recording really for quite some time. So it's not a bad idea to occasionally just jump back on that horse and just do it. Battle Siege of Antwerp ended. No matter the odds, the Saxon gods were victorious. I think I'm cheering for the wrong people here. Jeez-ips. Yeah, so I kind of had good hope for them, but let's see why that is. Can I get any indication of why that is? Attacker power and defender power. In the random seed by 8. Well, let me make myself a drink. So if you hear something, I am sorry. I am making myself a drink because I've been talking for an hour and I'm getting a little bit parched. And I don't want to do a lot of editing if I have to. Let's see, intensity was low. Okay. But it didn't involve any tanks, so yeah. Right, anyway, right. My new resources just came in. Right, that's the bit. So we're just waiting mostly for the 20 things, and then it's the engine, right? Yeah. Then we can design a new template. I probably want to go for a new hull as well. Maybe, I don't know. We'll see. I don't know how long this actual game runs for. Research. Oh, we're not researching. Whoops! Oopsie. Right, so mobility, running gear, start. Yes. Alright, so this does say like, hey, you need bending focus and cutting focus. I don't know what that required machinery actually, if that is actually a thing. So I gotta figure it out because I have no idea. I can't build it because I'm limited to 3 modules. I would love to build more stuff. Ah, wait, hold on. What? I can? What is it? Cutting and bending, right? So cutting and bending. Oh, I'm stuck on 4. Wait, I can actually get 4 in all of them? I thought I was stuck on 3. Especially available stored resources for a suitable buyer. Oh yeah, sure. Alright, that's not actually bad. Design Bureau, Breakthrough, Functionally Drawing, QA Office. Let's do that one. Now you can see this as well. Let's see, Hull Workshop. And let's see, ergonomics. Increase the number of employees per line. That's actually not a bad idea, because that could speed up my research a bit. So I need also 10 more engineers then. Let's buy 10 more engineers. Well, in 21 days, but that's going to be pretty fast. You can see this process as well. Let's see, another 10 engineers. Hire. Yes, please, thank you. We're running on easy, so just to remind yourself, like, it's easy, it's early access, nothing, or early, this is early alpha. Early closed alpha. Like, this is, the product you're watching is not representative of the final result. An LK2 tank design obtained. Ah, interesting. I am actually drawing a blank. An LK2. Oh, this is the tractor thing. Yeah. This is actually pretty cool. Really cool design. This is Germany's attempt at a lighter version. This does look a lot like a Whippet now, doesn't it? An LK is not leichtes Kampfkraft? I don't know what exactly it stands for. It doesn't actually explain it, sadly enough. But this does look a lot like a Whippet. If you don't know what a Whippet is, I can show you in the research screen, which I'm going to do right now. But that might be the hull we are just looking for. So let me just show you the Whippet real quick. Because you might recognize the design. Well, as much as I can show you the Whippet right now. This is the Whippet hull. See, it's fairly similar in idea. This is the hull that I'm kind of want to go for, like this big guy. But it's, I don't know how this works with the blah, 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 that stuff. Because I think the Brits might be the only one that have been using those turret mounts, this design. Most stuff was first hard mounted. I think the first turret that we know of might have been the Renault Mark 1. It's called the F1, Renault F1? Which just stands for Mark, if I remember correctly. Right. Yeah, am I gonna do this? Because it's gonna be a while before I get the next thing. Yeah, you know, why not? Wrought iron. So we got these new rivets. So this would suggest that it's -10, 520. So this suggests to me that these are the best rivets that we have. But 5 and 12. But has +3 crew safety. You know what? Bolted assembly seems to be better. Let's go for the bolted assembly. Right, what do we have here? These, let's see, 333, 334, 344, but they are significantly heavier. But if they work, right? Fish. Okay, this is the only way we can get. Let's see, 673, 4. Clearly these ones. Okay, cool. Well, let's start designing it. Right. Cool. Yes, definitely. I need to reverse engineer as well. Ah, that's one unnecessary loading screen. Right, in progress. I still need the... let's go for the running gear, because I don't know if the running gear that I have fits on it. So let's start researching that. It might be that this thing is gonna mostly contain German parts with probably British machine guns, because let's be honest, our machine guns are far superior. No. Another rival tank. Oh, that's the FT1, FT17. Wait, what? That should be the French thing? The French little thing? Yes! I like this thing. This is like the first fucking... Oh, sorry. That's... Keep the swearing in a minute. Stop that. Research this one immediately. I'm sorry, man. I think that is one of the first, in my eyes, tanks. Specifically, it's the first thing that looks like a modern tank. So yeah, it's gonna cancel this engineering line as well. I might as well design some other bits that are more useful for us right now. So we're gonna scrap this one because I'm not gonna use it. So we can also collapse that. There we go. That's fine. That's fine. Collapse this one. Right, turrets I don't think are relevant right now, so we're gonna ignore that. Yeah, I don't think we're going to use like a big gun on that thing. So what I'm going to look at is these guns. So what's the big difference between these two? This one has higher accuracy, but can I make a modification of this version that has that same accuracy? Get the new barrel in. Hold on. This barrel is... Accuracy is higher on this one, as well as rate of fire, but it's also... Oh, this is just a better barrel. Okay. It's a Mark 4. It's 455. Magazine Ausführung 1. I think this one is better. Our own magazine Mark 4. Yeah. And then we still got the wooden stock. So this would get me a 15.3. So let's save this. So we don't have to design it, actually. We can just make a draft like this and just check the actual system out of it. So let's wait. So the attribute sum of this one is actually just higher. Huh. So I think this is just going to be a superior gun, but I think if I redesign this one in a slightly better way. So this is the same thing, but lighter. But it's slightly more man-hour cost, but it's lighter, so that is a big advantage. The barrel, we already discussed that it was superior, but this one was superior over the other one. So I think it's the core module of this thing that's better. So this Mark 2. So we can delete the Mark 1. We can get rid of this one because it's not, we're not researching it anyway. All right, so that's that running. Cool. This Hotchkiss. Oh, fuck. This Hotchkiss might even be better. Oh, interesting. Hold on. Cancel you. Let's make a draft. So this is the better barrel. This is the best insert. This is the best belt that we're having. And this is the best buttstock we're having. Save. Yeah, no, this one is better. Oh, wait, hold on. Okay, so what are we going for? This one has a better accuracy and higher range, but suffers on elevation and depression. Anti-ricochet is better on this one, and the damage is... No, I think this one is better. So let's assign this one. Wow, we're actually looking at numbers. It's like I'm almost learning the game as we go. Because now we have like parts available. Now it's starting to get really interesting. Like, okay, what are we going to do? How are we going to do it? That kind of stuff. So we need... So the tanks, the Mark 1s are done. Right, so let's immediately send them out because we need to get to send them fast because I don't have as much time. So I think I need to go fast and expensive. So safety, I think it was these guys. Delivery speed's high. Let's go to 30. Bam, it's the max they can send anyway. Takes them 4 days to send. That should be in time. I think. Wait, wasn't it 11? 26th. Okay, no, we have to. We have the time. This is what I mean. You kind of have to guesstimate. Like, okay, I do think I need about this much time. I take 2 weeks for sending, even though it takes 4 days usually. But that's because I want to go for a 7 days delay. That happened already twice. This is a little bit annoying. This is when the new things are built. It's gonna go and do the zoom around everything, but I don't think the building actually physically changes, or I have never... Oh, maybe it does, actually. Maybe it actually does, hold on. Because I did see a cutting hole there. So this may be that it adds in these things on the map. I actually haven't really noticed, because I'm an idiot, and I don't really look at these type of things. But I think it actually adds them in on the map. Even though some of them are now below view. But yeah, no, it does actually add them in. I think I also can build some stuff more here. Maintenance office, build that one. I think I did do the rest, right? Yeah, so the 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, look at them. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, they're actually placed on the map. Cool, didn't notice. Why didn't you notice? Because I am actually not very attentive, especially not when I'm recording. It's a terrible thing, but it is. Right, so we've got that. Oh, okay, let's get a reverse engineering. I forgot that I need to actually do my engine. FT, let's go. Renault cylinder. I think I have the best engine possible right now, so let's just do the rest first and design a proper engine. Now, there might be some small components in there that could be better, could be worse, I don't know. Let's see, we can ignore all of these because I think it's the new inline. I have no idea. Is it the Liberty V-shaped? Fuck. You want to sort them at research rate or something, or like tech level. It is the... Yes, 12-cylinder engine. Damn, I don't know if that's even going to fit in the... in that little Renault. We're going to find out. All right, cool. Let's see. On average... So, we got Cyberdex Mark IV in here. 454, they are definitely superior to anything that... Okay, same thing here. 443, yes. Carburetor. It used to be that this one was better, but this one that we're currently having is a 332, which is superior, yes. Definitely, right? Radiator. I think it's going to be the same story, because these are all like Mark 1s and Mark 2s, and we're running on a Mark 4 right now. All right, cool. Same thing here, 658, 12, 9, 12, definitely better transmission. It's always one of those things that fails on tanks, and historically. 14 days to get a God tier engine, and we can stick that in our little... Now, I don't think we can ever stick like a big gun in that turret, because it wouldn't fit. Right, you need definitely a different system. Reverse engineering completed for the Char. No. Char? Is Char... Is that French for tank? That's the group turret. Oh, what that? Okay, so this is actually an interesting one, and I do want to research this one. Turret, yes, there we go. Because I might be able to fit the Krupp turret on the Renault body. And that's what makes this thing cool. Because yeah, you might be like, oh yeah, you have a shell and not all tracks fit on it. But there is some interchangeability. Holy shit, our reverse engineering is going super fast. Also, those buildings are completed and I can actually assign more dudes. More dudes! Let's take not this engine. Let's take this, because I don't know if I need the engine. I don't think I can sit more, but I think I could put more 10 more researchers on research, because that's what the building that we just built. Yes, we do. And that's going to shave off a couple of days. Good. Now, we do need to pay them, but so far we have actually been doing really well with our contracts, and we've been actually making quite a lot of money. So paying, economically speaking, we're doing fine. But that's probably because I'm uneasy. So, you know. All right, we've got the new gun, backwards engineered. I'll leave the engine for now, but we might need it. So let's go to the cylinder, and I do want this one because I kind of want to see if I can actually sort of retrofit my own little design here and see how far I can push it. It's one of those things. When you're designing something, you kind of want to know a new front emerges in the Middle East. Okay, cool. We're fighting now also against the Turks. Oh, the Ottomans, I think we're still technically called in this case, but they had a Turkish flag there, so... First Battle of Ypres. Against the... Okay, still against German forces, okay. But we've got anti-tank ditches and grenades. Okay, cool. Still, my tanks have not really done anything. Engineering computers on the Liberty V-ship. Ah, cool. That's the engineering component that we're working on. Engineering lines. I want to take a look at the... not the machine guns. Or do I, actually? Because we just researched a new... No, we're working on that. Not the engine power units, not the tracks. Yeah. Überlandwagen. This literally translates to overland wagon. Component size within the component family. Component subtype. What does that even mean? Okay, anyway, this is for the... Yeah, I don't think this would fit. So let's just make sure that we at least have the Renault one that works. 311, 312. So that's definitely better. 5, yep, there we go. So it's mostly got to be a French design with German components. Sprungrollers. Ausführung 2. 1233. Oh, we got slightly better cross-border country speed. Oh, well, wait, this thing gives me obstacle trench width, but this one gives me fuel operational range. But these are much lighter, and we kind of want to get the speed in. Apparently, I don't have tracks inserts researched yet, so let's just get this one. It only takes 4 days, so we can see if we can mix and match some stuff in. That's gonna be very interesting to look at. I think it's just gonna be a long video, just 2 hours straight. And go Krupp turret. That's the one, the turret we were looking for. It's like the only thing that we didn't interest in is engine, right? So let's get the Leitenwagen. So where did that thing come from then? It must have been from the... Oh, that must be this one. That's probably way too big. So let's get this one going for 4 days. And we make... I want to see if we can actually... Because if you can mix and match as much as I'm hoping that you can. Bank. Center bank reminds you look for a loan offer still available. Yeah, no, I'm fine. Alright, we got the maintenance office. Hopefully that will get us a little bit less fire risk. It's kind of a shame that you can't really move the camera here, though. Like, there's clearly stuff below in the screen, but maybe the developer's working on a 16 by 10, so they still have like this little bottom bit that we're missing right now because I'm running on a 60 by 9. I don't know. Engineering lines, there we go. Right, turrets. So yeah, I want to get the Krupp turret to see what I can attribute. Some is also, well, actually it's not higher necessarily. It's about the same size. So what if I design one of these, right? Got the wrought iron because I still don't have anything new. Got the bolted assembly because it seems to be the best ones that we have. Because the rest is just riveted. Riveting. Alright, and then there's this one. So 1, 2, 1, 1, 1, 2, 2, 1, 2, 2, and 3, 2, 1. Oh, interesting. So we could... Oh, crap. So this gives me top ricochet slightly lower, but it gives me a lot better crew awareness or crew safety. The top thickness is about the same. So what is more important? I think I'm going to go for this one. This one looks fine. Yeah. Save. Okay, so we're just going to take a look at... So this one's definitely bigger, so I don't think that's what's gonna fit, because these seem to be roughly about the same size. Might be, I don't know. You can actually just make these designs and not research them and see if they can actually fit when you go to the design lab. So we'll design one of these. Let's see, a 342. It seems to be slightly different in its entire design philosophy, so I am a little bit, yeah, contemplating. I like this. I do like this texturing system that they've got here, actually. So we'll save this one as well, and then we'll take a look between the two. I wish you could minimize these even further. Oh, you can. Hold on. Oh, that's... So the sum of this one is significantly higher, and the weight is slightly higher as well, though. So stealth... But the same front thickness. Ah, yeah, this was just a better turret. Yeah, fine. Assign this one, so we can just remove that draft. Assign it. we're gonna look for optimal components, right? That's gonna be the. I also kind of keep looking over chat. I don't have chat anymore. I'm no longer live streaming. It's just 3 years of of Pavlovian, like I'm talking to a screen, so I need to look at chat. For both of these, it's just the engine. I am gonna research them just because it might be a risk that I can actually not fit them. We'll fit them. The new V12, because we're trying to put a massive engine in a tiny tank, so that might actually not work. Got a turret. Oh, that's the turret that we engineered. Right, cool. Right. And I need to get the other tracks designed as well. So we can close this one up because we're looking at small parts. We can close this one up. Really, I don't think I can fit a big gun in here, but yeah, well, fine. That's don't really care. We're done with this one. I want to take a look at it after we've done the thing, though. But we're currently looking at running gear. Yeah, we got the Char Renault here. That looks slightly... Oh, the tracks aren't linked to it. For some reason. I don't know why that is. Anyway. These are the... Yes, these are the same size-ish. Same thing here. I think the German bits are just better here for all of it. Yeah, it's just literally the Germans just have better rolling gears. Still kind of do track links. So I signed this one in. So you might actually get a little bit of a strange French little tank with some certain German and English components. But isn't that like the ultimate stealing somebody else's shit design system? So by the way, the game just runs fine, right? We haven't had any crashes. All right, so that's done. That's done. All right, that's the engine done. Now, theoretically, we can now go for... Did I actually design the hull for the... No, I don't think I did. I need to do that as well. FT, there we go. Got the shell component storage. We don't have any fuel storage. We don't have any radios yet. All right, there we go. Hull this is interesting. The Mark 1 here is better. Huh. Yeah, this is just full-on superior. Interesting. You would think that, but no. It's lighter though. Oh, interesting. This one offers actually less thickness, so yeah, I thought this was what we can do. We can get the wrought iron in here. We get the bolted assembly because that's the best one we have, as far as I can remember. Need to take a quick look through this one. So 222, 322, 344. What's this vision port, right? Yeah. I do like that this does change its actual physical appearance. It's just something we hadn't in the demo yet, but this is going to be the FD. This is got to be Gladys Mark 1 or something. Just Gladys I. This one. We're gonna now give them proper names. Not Mark 1 and Mark 2. It's a Gladys. The sword is called a Gladys, I think. I don't know. 4 days to design it. All right, cool. Making a tiny little tank. Ain't that great? And I think we can already go into the design bureau because I think you can already add the system in, but it will probably get delayed a little bit. But you can add unresearched stuff in here. So we can create a FT series design. So get the Gladys 1. Yes, we can get it in. I cannot get the big engine in. All right, cool. And I cannot get the other track gear in, and I could do the croup turret, but that is not really relevant because that one we already figured out it was less effective. And what? We can actually put a fucking gun in there? Okay, cool. No, yeah, no, we're still working on some of this stuff. So I need to get a new engine in, and I need to get a save it for now, because I think I can, and not assign anybody, because we don't really want to work on it yet, because it's not finished. I thought I could only put a machine gun in there, but it looks like we can actually put a big gun in there as well. Alright, so the hull is completed. I thought it was, the Mark 1 is a machine gun tank. But apparently, there we go, cool. So, get this thing in. 332. Oh, 233. Slightly higher rate of fire or slightly better primary weapon. I don't know what that means, man. Reliability. Slightly less reliable, slightly higher rate of fire. I think I'll go for the rate of fire. Right, gun breach 887. Yeah, definitely the German gun breach here is far superior. And then we got the optics. I think... Look, what is this? Range. Oh. Anti-ricochet. As well as accuracy. Ah, cool. These are a random order. So this one has the best accuracy. This one has the best range. And the best anti-ricochet. I think I'm going to go for this one. So save it. Assign. 5 days left on that one. Alright, now we still need to do the engine. And I think I can still do some backwards engineering, reverse engineering, backwards engineering. I've got a product, now figure out how it works. Yeah, that's sort of what we're doing, right? So, yeah, get the engine in here, because it might be that Daimler engine is actually superior over the French version. But probably it's the case that we need to put a small engine, but we have the components as well, right? You have the base component, but you also reach a lot of sub-components. So I think it's going to be a mixture of the two. All right, we got our... enhanced high-pass running gear. Sounds fancier, I guess, than it is. Yeah, but it's stuff like this, for example. Like, if I want to go for the bullet... Wait, can I just research this without... Wait, can I just research... What? I was under the assumption that I needed to research everything. Oh, but I might be able to research it because I have things that are similar to it. Oh, that might be the case. I could probably just research the steel here. But then I won't have access to any of the other bits here. So this does, by the way, this is what I mean, right? This gives you the sight, the comms, the fuel storage, the ports. It gives you a lot more components than just the one. But if I'm like, hey, I don't need the sights and comms of the others, I can just research the FHH steel and research like these two. Nothing's stopping me. Yeah, let's just go bypass some stuff. Does mean 93 days. I don't know if that's because I'm bypassing. I don't know. But yeah, you know, I wanna do one more tank design and contract delivery, and then I'm gonna call it for today. All right, we got the reverse engineering completed. I think that means all my reverse engineering projects are fully completed. Yeah, cool. Right, so let's finish that last design, and then we need to get an engine in, and then we can already start the other design process for the new Mark 1. There we go. Engineering lines, need to get an engine designed. Engines. Not the Liberty, we have that already. The Daimler, I think that's it, right? No, this is the one. Renault 4, yeah, so... Because... I don't know if even I can fit... Hold on, I can check what components will fit beforehand. Right, so Gladys engine. So we can get a Daimler or a Renault in here. Cool, and we have the gun already, so save that. So I just need to get the engine in. So let's go over to this guy's side. So that's kind of, you want to research the hull first, so you really can, you know what's possible with inserting here. So the average points already on the Daimler 4-cylinder is higher, but I'm gonna still design both to see what we have. So let's see, we have the Mark 4 from everything from ourselves, which is, I think, vastly superior. Carburetor Mark 3. Really? I don't have a Mark 4? Huh. Radiator Mark 4. Transmission Mark 4. I think that is the best that we can do. Let me just check real fast. Yeah, I think it is, because that's the last engine you can research. So let's save this. And do the same for the Renault cylinder thing. Brakes Mark 4, flywheel Mark 4, carburetor Mark 3, radiator Mark 4, and transmission Mark 4. And save. And now we can compare them quickly. If we look at the attribute sum, this one is clearly superior. But that's not really what I care about. I think in average, all stats except for... No, I think on average, it's just... it's even more crew comfort. Like the Daimler engine here is just vastly superior to the entirely. And we can already assign then the new tank. We don't have the new materials though, but we have, this is going to be our final light tank, and we're going to iterate on this one. So there we go. Get the Daimler engine in. There we go. Selected crew. Well, we only have 2 crew members, so this is going to be a little bit annoying. So we have a driver gunner, driver mechanic, or wait, okay, we've got a commander gunner and a driver mechanic, because I don't need a loader according to this, and this should be complete the engineering of all components. Right, now that makes sense. Save it. Expendables. Get that guy in. I don't only still have heat shells, so let's get the petrol 50 in. I don't have a machine gun, right? Right. Paint. You know what? British green will do. Save it. All right, now I need to wait for the components to be researched, and then we should be fine. Now this one can go. We can keep this one as our big tank hunter, because we're probably going to be that for a while until we have a new one. And now I need to wait for the other design, to the engine to be engineered, to be finished, and then we can actually assign it. But we can already like put on the blueprint together, basically. And there we go. Cool. Get the cylinder, and now we can get the design in. And I can actually build like 50,000 of them. Now, I'm kind of surprised I cannot get a machine gun in this one, because I kind of assumed that it would be a... but with the other tank turret, it would be a machine gun component. Yep, sorry, I'm just realizing something. But yes, assign... oh, right, I need to get the crew. We got that. Expendables, we got that. Paint, get the regular paint. Assign it. Limit values. Assignments deemed inadequate. Please rectify. Due to exceeded limit values, the design is deemed inadequate. Rectify this fault procedure. Completed this evaluation process. What do you mean by this? I do not know what they're trying to say with this. Hold on. Is it because... Due to exceeded limit values. Oh, hold on. That's these up top. I am slightly too heavy. No, okay, so the fuel doesn't change that. Oh, interesting. The base hull is significantly lighter, so I need to drop 150 kilograms from 36. So I need to get 3450 max. Yes, I want to draft a new component. Let's see. But I need to edit this one. Clone. Yeah, hold on. So I need to remove that. Go here. Sorry, I need to no. I need to edit the Gladys design if I can here. Right, so I need to lessen on weight. So I probably need to drop... Where can I drop so much weight? Oh, it's a lot of it is in the actual stuff there. But I can... What does shell storage do? Additional storage for gun shells. So 16 shells versus... Can't actually remove it. Clone it. Hold on, there we go. Versus 7. Yeah, but the alternative is that I can't... Oh, I probably need some running gear improvements, because that might actually up my allowed mass. So for now... This will be the Gladys Mark 1, so Gladys 1, save. It's completely fine with the double naming, okay, cool. Assign the draft in. I will delete the other one once I don't longer have it in the design. Now the mass might be determined by the effectiveness of the running gear. Now we are researching some new running gear soon. Oh. Oh, that was just that was it. Okay. You can run for about a year then. Okay, no, that's cool to know. Thank you for playing the game's alpha version. You made it to the end of the without going bankrupt. It was a close race, but your company is thriving and you have the opportunity to become a successful arms trade. You can claim the title of tank inventor. Don't forget to share your thoughts on the game. Same goes for you guys. If you like what you've seen so far, and report any bug you've met along the way. Actually, I have no real bugs, so just a lot of purveying of information and the average flow. But I am enjoying the game. I think it's fun. I think it's a lot of fun. And I'm really looking forward to seeing the full version to come to completion, and I'll be dipping my toes back in and out every now and then. It has been an hour and 40 minutes, so I'm gonna just finish up this video, and hopefully you guys enjoyed what you've seen. With that said, I want to thank everybody for watching. See you hopefully in the next one. Have a very good day. Bye-bye.